What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Today I'm fishing Marine Creek with one goal set in mind. We're going to be using the Bass Forecast app. I'm going to see if what they say actually works. Let's get into it. So now that we're on the water, kind of get into it. Like I said, I'm going to be fishing with the Bass Forecast app. No affiliation, no sponsorship. I'm just doing this on my own. That way I can give you guys a live, real review of how I feel about it, and you can see if it works or not in this video. Okay, so this is what it is. Bass Forecast rating. You have your ratings here, and your times is when you're supposed to fish. And today's supposed to be a 5.0 fair. It gives you a 10-day forecast at the top. Now you can click on the center and it'll tell you the times. Major times, minor times. So right now, minor time is supposed to be 12:17. And it is 11:53 right now. And when you scroll down here, you can select a type of cover, but it tells you the jigs that you're supposed to run. Or it's supposed to tell you the lures that you're supposed to run. So we've got a jig, square bill, plastic worm, creature bait, something on a Texas rig, umbrella, top water, run a frog. You can also look here, structure and stuff that they should be holding to, base of creeks, docks and marines, steep banks. So now, taking into consideration what it says you should be using here, I have pre-rigged my rods and reels with what they say you're supposed to use. So right here I have my jig. This is just a small finesse jig. Can't remember the weight. That is 3/16. No, not 3/16, quarter. And I got a little electric shad, like brush hog on here that I'm going to be running on there. And I also noticed they had a lot of darker colors on there as well. So I have my square bill on here, my 6 cents. I think this is called the Crush square bill. And it's too late to be using top water right now. Maybe a buzzbait. I know it says to use frogs and stuff, but maybe a buzzbait. It's real windy out here. Then I've got a watermelon brush hog on here, watermelon with red flake. So let's see if this works. I'm gonna work my way back into a cove right over here where I caught some bass last time I was out here, and I'm gonna start jigging around that area, and I'm gonna work my way all the way up this, and let's see if this Bass Forecast app works, or if it can help me get on fish. So this way you guys know that maybe it's something you might want to download and use if it does work. Again, like I said, no affiliation, no sponsorship. I just chose to do this on my own because I've never used any kind of app or anything to help me find fish. So let's get into it. Alright guys, first one in the boat. Get over here, chill out, chill out, chill out. Don't throw my lure, don't throw my lure. Come here. Alright, there we go. First one in, and it was on the crankbait. So that's good. And I don't want to get stuck here. He hit this thing weird. Ah, come on, chill, 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 chill. Alright guys, look at that. He went right for the head of it. Now pliers here. Oh, stop. Almost. Still trying to put a treble hook in me. Alright, let's get you undone. He's little, but hey man, he'll work. This proves the point. They said to use a square bill. I used a square bill right off the bat. Got one, I think that was probably about my 4th cast. So let's get this boy back in the water. Really happy about that, especially on how that tournament went. If you guys watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. So, alright, so got one on the square bill. I'm going to keep running the square bill. There's a lot of grass here. I tried to run the finesse jig, but it's just picking up too much grass. And the one that I had with more of a bladed swim head style, I lost it at the tournament. So, all right, let's get into another one. Got another one finally on the square bill. Feels like he may be a good size. Let's get the net out. Oh, don't do that. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's definitely got power. There we go. Got him in. I was actually just thinking, like, yeah, this prime time that they're talking about is running out. All right. Let's get that hooked up. All right. Get the net put away. Get him unhooked. Actually, I'm about to end up on the bank. Take a look at that. The sun's right in my eyes. But nice big healthy cold bass. Probably like 2 pounds. Go. I caught him also on that 6 cents crush, that purple and that black, and he hit the tail of it coming right off of a rock right out there. But I mean, I'd say that's pretty good. Let's get him back and get into another one. Get the little release on you. Go back down to the cold water. What I was saying a second ago is I was actually just thinking, I was like, this prime time where you're supposed to catch fish on one of these 5 recommended jigs is about to run out. But I mean, sure enough, I got 15 minutes left to go in the prime time, because I think they said it's about an hour long. So I'm not sure, but I'm gonna stick a hook in my finger. See how things go at the end of the day, because in this whole video and on this fishing trip, I'm trying to fish with only what they're recommending. So let's see if we can get back into it and get another one during this minor prime time. Number 3. is number 3. I caught a 2-pounder right back there. Oh, guys, hold on. Let me get resituated because I'm about to end up in the rocks. Sorry if the sun's in the camera, but right at prime time, or right at the end of what they said was prime time. And again, on the square bill, it's a little guy, but he's definitely not as big as the first 2. But this is a prime example showing that the lure they recommend to use worked. Same thing again, just the 6-inch crush, purple with black on top, shad style, whatever that is. But it's definitely working, and their bellies are getting big. Again, same on the little one. They're not as skinny as they were before. They're starting to get that football size just a little bit. Let's put her back. Guys, I'm gonna reposition myself. I'm gonna check my knot, may need to retie if I need to, and then I'm gonna keep working down the bank. Let's keep going. We're 3 on our way to a bag. It's a small bag, but hey, we're getting there. If it was a small tournament like the last video you guys watched, that'd have probably been a win right there. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm sold on it yet or not. You know, it's one of those things where I know square reels work out here, and I know they've been working for the last couple of weeks, which, you know, in the sense of the app, it is correct so far. One thing that does kind of sell me on it is the fact that all 3 of those fish I caught within what it said was like the minor prime time. As far as when we looked in the beginning, if I can, I'm going to try to throw up a little video right here showing the beginning again when it showed minor and prime time. It has said the start of it was 12:17, and I think it was about 12:30 before I caught the first fish, and I think it said 12:17 to 1:17. We'll know for sure when I throw it back up. We'll know for sure by this video right here that you're watching. But I think it said it was over by 1:17, and I caught that 3rd bass right at like 1:16, 1:17. Right now it's 2. I've had 45 minutes of not a single bite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working back up the bank where they were hitting, because at a certain point where they were hitting, I know that there's a lot of rocks and structure and stuff like that, and I know that there's a really good drop off, so I think maybe they're holding to that steep drop off so they can move up when they need to eat, and when they don't, and, you know, possibly suspending somewhere in the water column. But other than that, I mean, I am pretty happy with the results of the app. We'll see where the rest of the day goes. There we go, number 4. Got number 4. Yeah. About to end up on the bank. Come here, come here, come here. All right. Good job. Guy next to me just caught one on his boat. We both doubled up. Both doubled up at the same time. All right. I knocked my camera way off the thing. Let me get this. Let me get this guy. Trying to keep from ending up in the brush behind me. And that just popped right out. Look at that, guys. Number 4 on the square bill. Still hitting even outside the time frame. Alright. Stuff is all hung up in each other. Trying to battle this wind is not easy. Alright, little guy. Let's get your bag. It's probably a 2-pounder. There we go. Water temp right now is about 56 degrees, so that ain't too bad. Clean this cold water off my hands. See if we can get number 5 and get a bag. Get a full bag today. That would be awesome. To get a bag while following a fishing app. Even though they say right now it's supposed to be slow. But I don't know. Get into another one. Alright guys, we got number 5. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh, got him. Woo! That, boys, makes a bag. Alright, let's get these hooks out of you before I reach down there to grab you. But look at that. Number 5. That's a bag. And they're definitely a little bit better. Again, on the 6-cent square bill. His mouth is tore up a little bit right here on the side. He's been caught before, that's for sure. Alright, let's get a little release. You know, with all the skunking I've had over the last couple of weeks, and the way things are going now, I'm pretty happy about it. It has been a rough couple of weeks. Like our fall transition here in Texas is, and if any of y'all are from Texas, and I don't know if it's the same anywhere else in the world, but our fall transition is later than most of the country, but our fall transition has been super weird. We're in fall now and it's cold, but like over the last few weeks of the fall transition, it's just, the temperatures were all over the place. It'd be hot one day, cold the next, rainstorm, hot, cold front, hot, hot, cold front, rainstorm, cold front. I don't know. Fall transition is really weird this year. But now that we're in fall, it's a little bit easier to settle in and I guess kind of know what they're doing. But, and I would have ran a square bill out here anyway. So as far as the choices with that go, because when I got skunked last time, well, I didn't get skunked, I got on the 4, but the small minor ones, when I found out they were football jig in a video, like 2 videos ago, which was like 2 weeks ago, I was gonna run a jig. I was gonna run a square bill and my normal swim jig that I run out here. But everything's been coming off the square bill. I've been, you know, heavily sticking to it. I changed up that jig once, kind of worked down that bank, nothing really touched it. Went back to the square bill, bam, 4. So, you know, I'm gonna keep rocking with it because it's making for a good day. Let this area rest up a minute. They seem to be feeding right here right now. It's 3 o'clock. That prime time was, or the minor prime time as far as the app goes, if you check it out. Like today, it said that it was supposed to be over at, I think at 1:17, which was in that video earlier. So right now it's it's supposed to be downtime. The next prime time, which is supposed to be the major one, they break it up in categories. It's not supposed to be until like 6:45 or something like that, and it's going to be dark by then. I'm not going to be out here. All right, let's get these lines back in the water. Let's make this day better than it already is. I'm not getting any, I don't see any fish out here deep though. Yeah. Jeez, he feels good. Oh, no, he just nailed the crap out of it. Woo! We are on number 6. He's a smaller guy, but keeping in the same concept. I hit him on, this is a dredger, a Berkeley dredger. Does 22.5 foot deep, and I'm just running it off that wall. There we go. Big guy. Happy about that. Right here again where those others were. Let's get him on home. He hit that lure like a freight train though. That's for sure. Definitely hit it like a freight train. So that makes 6 total for the day. 5 off a square bill, 1 off of a deep diver crank. I thought he was big too, the way he nailed that thing. Let's get this back up. Get on another one. All right, guys. So what is the verdict on whether or not this app is useful? You know, I don't think you can answer it after being out one time, to be completely honest. I am going to use it the next couple of times I go out. I may not stick strictly to what it says as far as what baits to use. I may rig up 1 or 2 with my own baits that I think will work, that generally work for me, and compare it. Or either that, maybe I may even make that a different video battle. I don't know, we'll have to see. But let me know what you guys think down in the bottom, just from what you've seen and from what I've said about using this app called Bass Forecasting. Because like some of what gets me a little bit, okay, I caught 3 bass during the minor prime time of the day that it said that you would catch bass when the bite is going to be on. But I would have ran a square bill here on one of my rods. Normally I run swim baits, from what you guys have seen in my past videos here at Marine Creek, and that's because, you know, it's summer going into transition to fall, or fall transition, and they were eating on swim baits. Again, my verdict is still not set as to whether it works or not. Guess we'll have to fish using it more to try to find out, to see if it works. One of the downsides, you know, is it talks about structure and this and that, but it wants to talk about throwing a jig head. But what do we do now in the situation and the circumstances where all of the vegetation across the bottom is starting to die and it's starting to float up, or the grass is dying and laying down into the bed of the lakes and the ponds? I think that's, now given there's going to have to be judgment on your end as far as what you're doing, as far as, you know, the area that you fish, what you tend to try to do. Same with me in the square bill. I was hitting grass in a lot of areas. I did catch 2 bass near grass, but most of my bass came from around the rock, and I knew that there was no grass in that area.
and that's why I went to that area with my square bill, and I caught bass. And another thing is 3 of my bass, my 3 biggest bass, all came outside of that prime time hour, also on a square bill. Actually, one of them came on the dredge, which I guess falls under the lines of a crankbait. I don't know. You guys comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you use this app, if it's worth it to keep using it, or just whatever your thoughts are on technology coming into fishing in the sense of an application you can have on your phone. I like to use every tool I have at my fingertips, and if this is another tool I can use at my fingertips, you best believe I'm going to be using it. So I'm going to end it out here, guys. It was a really good day. I think we got in a total of 6 bass, which was really nice. A lot better than it's been the last couple of weeks for me, that's for sure. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all keep on fishing.